right?
Where did we get to the sex object here?
Cancel
I'm
culture,
just
man.
admiring her.
Yeah, but like you can say it, it's cool. But me
Yes.
and Snake, we can't say nothing.
What?
Hey,
Why
but I
not?
can say it. She's good.
There he goes. We done, bro. As a the first episode done. We done, bro. We get cancelled right away. Can't sexualize people.
Yes, that's sex. The three of us, we make sex.
Feeling.
Secret is
Okay, let's do this thing on. Yeah.
my secret is that every day I'm afraid to be exactly who I am.
Oh, that's deep. I don't know. It must have been like 2 months ago exactly. One day I was just off boarding a bus, just walking straight to the office, and then it just hit me, be like, yo, man, I actually appreciate me. And to hear her say the opposite, kind of scary, ain't it?
Not many people can say what you said, that I appreciate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's scary that every day I'm afraid to be exactly who I am. And I'm like, how do you then go by every Snake? What's up, dog? Like, dude, hey, bruv, this and stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about secrets. Not like you live high in the bathroom.
This one puts me more between the fence because I could say I've been like sort of struggling with that, like it's more of knowing who is like Sinetemba entirely, like who am I? Yeah, but I know who am I, who my parents are, and blah 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 and everything. But
so you know the facts, but do you know
like how
you're entitled to like your purpose, you know? Who you
it's
are,
more,
your why.
It's more of that question, like who am I? Kantikan, more tingbani, like I know. Okay, people have different definitions of who is Sinetemba, and they on whatever that they say, you hear that there are some things that are common and from one person to the other and all of that. But I still haven't, like, for me it's not yet solidified who is Sinetemba, so I don't know whether I am afraid of revealing who is Sinetemba entirely, or this is just me.
That's deep.
Or is there still more?
I think with her, she says every day I'm afraid to be exactly who I am, meaning she's hiding her true self. She knows who she is, but maybe based on the people around her, she can't really fully express who she is because maybe she's afraid of being judged. With you, I think it's a matter of everyone having bits of you depending on who they are.
And then you defining yourself based on how other people see you. It's different. Yeah. I think
that's why I was saying about for me, her secret, I can't really relate to it, sort of in between the fence.
You and the fence, bro. Hey,
maybe it's still timing.
No, but like, I think I get what you're saying. You're saying, look, man, you and her are a little different because you don't really know who you are. She knows who she is, but she's afraid to express herself in everyday life because maybe she's afraid of how people will receive real her. Yeah. Versus you trying to know who you are because who you are right now is currently defined by how other people perceive who Sinatemba is. Right? It's two different.
Exactly.
Different yeah. No, I see that. I totally hear that. Ah, man. But you gotta find a soul search or smoke some weed and you'll be good.
I'm actually growing some weed at my place, bro.
Yeah. It's legal, bro.
That can make good use of
it. Oh, yeah, she still has weed in her drawer somewhere in her bedroom, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You need to... I need that stash, bro.
You'll be good. Cool. Carol, did you add?
I will only do CBD oil. I will only cook CBD oil.
I totally know what you're talking
if
about.
You can't smoke it, ingest it.
What are you talking about, bro?
It's more of it's when you're draining the the weed out of the weed. What am I thinking?
That makes sense. That makes sense. No, it doesn't.
How do I define CBD oil? Carol, do you have Google in front of you?
I'll Google it.
Yeah, sure. CBD oil.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, it's cannabidiol. Guys, it's not my English. It's phytocannabinoid.
Keep going.
It is one of the 113 identified cannabinoids in cannabis plants, along with tetrahydrocannabinol, and accounts for up to 40% of the plant extract. Okay, so what does this have to do?
Let me put it in simple words.
As much as you're reading it, I'm like, okay, cannabis. You mean cannabis? You mean cannabis?
I had to do it.
Okay, keep going. What's up?
I had to do it. I know it's at night and yeah.
English database is gone.
One of the spot. But CBD oil is just the extraction of cannabis from the weed itself, and then cannabis is the stuff which makes you high, and so you're extracting that from the plant. Listen to me, listen properly.
That's what they said.
Before
it is here the whole time. Listen properly. The cook this way in is here.
So,
keep going.
So how you extract it is okay, I'll just share the part. Okay, the one which I know is that either you use coconut oil or olive oil, and then you crush your weed, you remove the seeds, and then you put it in a pot, and then you heat it on the stove on low heat for 2 hours for the cannabis sativa to be like extracted from the plant into the oil. And then after the 2 hours, you drain the oil that has cannabis, and then you take away all the waste, and then you just throw it somewhere. But make sure that your dog doesn't eat it, or your pig or whatever livestock doesn't eat it, because they will get high.
How you know all of this, bro?
I feel like this is a lecture.
Yeah, like this guy literally has prepared slides on this. How do you know this, bro?
And then from that, yeah, I'm not sure if the terminologies are getting them right. So yeah.
It makes
sense.
Then,
the benefit. Yeah. The benefits.
Dude, are you really gonna give us a lecture now? on this.
Like the benefits, it makes your body to be relaxed, bro. Like you get super relaxed, and you wake up in the morning, no more back pains or what joints. Like you just chill.
Dude, you're too young to have back aches and joints and what it's. But okay, go ahead, man.
I have like my back is hurting now. Like with this long drive, a 3-hour drive from Tata to really needs your
Why? Just to
it's
buy
too
groceries?
just to buy groceries.
You just went there for like Sasko bread and then you come back again. For 3 hours driving just for Sasko bread. It's tough, man. Yeah.
Not,
Okay.
it's not,
What's up?
no. Continue with the video. I will reserve my comments to myself.
I just started dating my best friend of 3 years, and I really hate it, and I don't know how to get out because I love him so much that I don't want to hurt him.
That is sometimes so true. Like we could be good friends. It doesn't mean that we're gonna be great in a relationship. And people ruin that by actually getting into relationships. And
Exactly, yeah. I hate that. I mean, if I've known you for so long, it means I'm way too comfortable with you to be in a relationship with you.
Sned, you hear that? So you'll never be in a relationship with Carol. That's That's it, bruv. Done.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
What are you
Okay.
thinking?
Let me tell you guys a secret, nah?
Okay? Go ahead, bro.
I won't tell you the name, but yeah, I've been working on this friend project. Should I say project or what?
By any chance, we know the project?
Exactly. If we're gonna call this person a project, do we know the project?
Sure that you do know the project.
What?
I am 100% sure that you know the project.
Oh,
Both
okay.
of us.
Hence
or
why.
just
Tell us
Carol?
more about the project.
Yeah. So I've been working on the project. It's been a sort of difficult because I am, in 19 whatever. I'm living in the
1946.
He didn't want to say it.
Yeah. So so now, like with this, when she spoke, like, oh man, what if for the project that I'm working on, it becomes like this, and then now they are not comfortable. Yabo.
You know what I hate about what he just said right now? Whatever you're saying, it is so vague, it's hard for me to follow.
Okay, the chick that I'm trying to land is someone
Can we
you
get
know.
the name and then we'll go with the D sound so that we know who we're
No,
talking about.
no.
Too dangerous. I might just not
Up
not be
until
like,
it's
it's fine. Just
Up
put it
until
down.
it's confirmed, that's when I can tell you guys like comfortably. And
So, okay, you're saying the chick that you like,
By
you're
any
also
chance,
friends with
this
her?
is an old project?
old project.
Is a project
no,
a code
no.
name for the girl or a project an actual project? See, it's too broad. I can't
no,
follow.
X. Please don't bring down.
Please explain to him what you mean when you say project.
Literally, that's why I'm like, dude, whatever you're saying, it's so hard for me to follow. It's so broad, like, because I can't.
Okay, like as environmentalist, as junior environmentalist, we like to refer on things that we're working on as projects.
Okay. So you're working on a
So in this
relationship.
case,
You call it a project.
so in this case, the project is the girl.
Okay. What about her?
Bro, I like her, bro.
And she's your friend.
Yes.
From where? Varsity, high school?
If we both know the person is from varsity,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, it's clearly from varsity. Do I know the person, bro?
He said yes, we do.
Yeah, you know the person.
And probably it's housemate.
But
Have I spoken to
unlikely
the person?
suspect.
No, hold up. Have I spoken to the person before?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably I don't know the person then.
How close am I
But
to the person?
Oh yeah, that would narrow it
you know
down,
the
thanks, though.
person, Carol.
How close am I? As
Exactly.
in, hello, hi.
Hello, hi, and a conversation, Yana.
Okay, conversation, Yana. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're close to with the person. So you guys, it's gonna be a mystery. It's gonna bug me the whole time. I'll text you about it later, Doc. You gotta fucking
By
tell me.
any chance I have this person's contact name?
Exactly. It's gonna
least on
bug.
my
It's
phone.
gonna bug
I
me the
have
whole
this
time.
person's
Okay, Carol.
contact.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say, no? And
Okay.
then I'm not going any further than that.
Okay.
She was doing geology. That's it. I'm done. Nothing more.
Oh, the Zulu
Okay.
girl. Hey, G
Nope.
with the Zulu girl.
My secret is I feel like I've never been accepted by either one of my races.
What does that mean? Either one.
Yeah, if you like, one of the parents is one race and then the other parent is another race, so and then kid grows up kind of confused as to who they identify with. So, or who they identify with which race. So in this case, I don't know if she's white, black, Asian, black, Japanese, black,
You're Mexican.
Mexican, black. I always put black because, I'm black. So- it has to be, black. out
You
there.
pull and multiply as black.
Yeah, exactly. Any other race was black. Black is the central of everything because I'm black shit.
Yeah, bro. Black is beautiful.
Who said that?
I'm saying that black is beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Of course.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, but
No. If you say something, then I'm gonna expose a big secret about you and this certain black girl that I know of.
hey, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna say fuck you. Say it. What Go ahead, explain. What you talking about?
Oh, are you sure?
Bruv, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. You fell in love with a black girl, black-skinned girl,
Yeah.
and she is beautiful. She was beautiful,
What?
and
She
she
changed?
still is beautiful.
Okay.
So, with your statement of who said that, I'm telling you that black is beautiful. You also fell in love with a black-skinned girl.
Hey, bruv.
And what does that have to do with
this guy. What does that have? No, I'm not disputing that. But I hate the idea that we need to affirm that black is beautiful. That's the thing I would say, fuck you. Because I don't need to. If I know it's cool, it's cool. I don't need to every time I highlight it. It's like if something was disadvantaged and I'm trying to empower it, I would always highlight it. Black is beautiful. So for me, it's like, I don't need to highlight it because to me, it's always been cool. It's never been not cool. Hence why even when I made reference with these races, I always went like Caucasian, black, Asian, black, but because black is, to me, it's like it's everything, because I am black and I appreciate who I am. I wouldn't want to be any race. Then how do you, and I fell in love with the black because I love her, I still love whatever you talk about. Yeah.
It
makes
all
no
right.
sense.
So the black is beautiful is more of a movement which started
to
in
empower
the
black people.
yeah,
I
in
know
the
about it.
60s in America. Yes. Listen, like now I'm getting to a point where I'm telling you why am I saying it now in this statement.
I think I do understand why you say black is beautiful. I understand the movement that is actually was predicated more of like black female Americans, but because they were chastised about their hair texture and just their big bumps and all of that. I know about that, and for them to empower themselves and whatever, so they highlight how beautiful they are, they appreciating themselves and whatever, and now it's spread out to the whole black community at large across the world. I understand that. I know that it's everywhere on the socials. And I'm not disputing that black is beautiful, but I'm just saying we don't need to highlight it.
Okay, I think we're going a little bit more off topic here.
Carol, but you understand what I'm
saying? Let's go
right?
back to the video.
No, I understand what you're trying to say, that by now we're supposed to just know that black is beautiful. It's
exactly.
But then again,
you still need to remind the races out there that black is still beautiful.
So it's not really a reminder, but rather is being proud, right?
Yeah, but you know why I always have a
reminder
problem with
and proud, Carol, from my side. A reminder of being proud.
Okay, cool. Then if an Asian guy will stand up, be like, I am Asian and I'm proud to be Asian. I'm Caucasian, I'm proud to be Caucasian, whatever. All of a sudden, there's going to be some pushback from other communities, right? I mean, we can go back to like the whole Black Lives Matter, but I guess that's a little different because black people were actually being killed for just being black. But then, then we're going to have this separation. We're trying to bring the world together. So then if we all just identify ourselves based solely on our skin color, we by nature separate ourselves. Go like, I'm black and I'm beautiful. And somebody else will be like, I'm whatever. It just saw these fucking lines of division already. Be like, okay, cool, we different every time. We gotta highlight our differences. Appreciate your difference, yeah, of course. Be proud of who you are, of course. But in a society, try to be with everybody and live with everybody, see everybody as equal, and harmonize society, all of that good whatever. I'm preaching now and I hate it, but that's pretty much pretty much what I'm trying to drill. The point is, like, we all people. Let's just be people at the end of the day. That's it. Good. Yeah. Let's move on then. Let's see what racist she's talking about. Carol is typing.
How now going like on the video now, like how is it that a child born by a mixed race doesn't feel accepted from both sides? Like, it's usually one-sided, whereby the child is not accepted either from the father's side or from the mother's side, and then they could always find comfort on the other side which accept them the most, and then they could in most cases say that I'm this race because of A, B, C, and D. The race from my mother's side accepted me, or the race from my father's side accepted me for who I am, and then they showed me their culture. I know their ways and everything. But now, like, how does both families do that? Like,
I don't think it has anything to do with family. It's more of the outside world. Maybe I'm not black enough. Maybe I'm not white enough. I'm in between.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get
I
that?
think so.
My mother is white. My father is black. I'm not white enough. In the black community, I'm not black enough. I'm not colored either because, colored is a totally different thing. Color doesn't mean mix.
The color gets its own race.
Yeah.
Yeah, colored it's its own race. So what am I?
Exactly. Let's hear. She's definitely black mixed with something.
Yeah, she's black.
Yeah, she looks black to me.
You guys are just claiming her. Like, yeah, okay, cool. That's it. We're done.
This one is ours.
This one is ours.
If you're not accepted,
I was
then she must know that she's accepted in South Africa. We accept her as black.
Are you guys claiming? Where?
homeless when I was in elementary school.
You still say something, Buff? Or?
No, I'm cool.
And we couldn't find a home for months, and we lived in a Motel 8. And my mom was a gambler, and she gambled our rent money away. And I couldn't pay for lunch at school. And I haven't wanted to tell anybody that.
It's funny.
Yeah.
No, it's not funny. Obviously, that's painful childhood and childhood forms who we
You
are.
don't need to clarify yourself.
Oh, my bad.
Now you're making it sound bad.
I know, it's horrible. No, but like I'm saying that as like the concept of homelessness can vary a lot. Because when she said I was homeless in elementary school, I'm thinking living under a bridge. And she goes, Motel 8. I'm like, I don't think that's homeless. But to her, that was homeless. You know, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said it was funny.
Maybe Motel 8 is a name of a home or something.
Nah, it's a thing.
Shelter.
No,
A
man.
shelter. I mean, yeah. Shelter.
Motel, come on, guys. Don't tell me. Motel 8 is... Google what Motel 8 is. It's like what truck drivers used to like. They park that a thingy. It's a cheapest motel you can find. It's not a hotel. It's like a cheapest motel you can find for like $10, $20 a day, a month, or a week, whatever. You know what I mean?
It's like a shelter. Some shelters, like you pay very little just for you to, But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest thing that like you can find. So for me, I still consider that like a home type of thing versus somebody that actually lives on the street. Because to me, that's the definition of homelessness. And you living in Motel 8, it's not ideal conditions. I wouldn't want to live in Motel 8, but it's not homelessness.
I get you.
Who's typing?
It's not me.
Snebrav, the typing comes across very, very tough, bro.
No. Sorry, bro.
Well. What's up? So what do you think, Snip?
From my side, it's what is a shock is that the gambling habit from her mother, not just only focusing on her mother, like also on other people around the world. Like gambling is a serious issue, bro, and if not controlled, it could get to these situations whereby the kids are depressed, not just only affected by the decisions that are taken by the parents, but also suffer from that as well, because usually people who do these things whereby they bet with everything that they have, are always losing, and they never see it because they always have that hope. No, I'm going to regain this. I'm going to regain my loss. I'm going to regain this and this and that. And patience from the kids runs out, and then that brings forth bad relationship between the kid and the parent. So it's just me trying to figure this out. Like, okay, then I'm not sure of what happened afterwards, or was the situation resolved with this lady. I'm more thinking of now, if it was someone else, like for a dude, for example, what could he have done? Maybe join a gang since they're homeless, join a gang, smoke drugs, and which adds to more crime rate in the world and adding to the population of criminals. I'm not saying all guys, all male children would go for this, but usually that's where they'd find comfort and home.
Gangsterism.
Yeah.
Wait, bro, like you stretched it, you dug deep on it, dog. Freaking goodness. Freaking goodness, bro. We talk about Motel 8 and then you talk about like drugs and whatever. I'm like, damn, how did we get there? But I mean, I understand. Yeah. I mean, I was following the logic. I understand. Like it could be bad, but like I think for me, what I picked up from what she said, like I could still hear or feel the hurt that she still carried from that, right?
Yeah.
But like it seems from the looks of things, she panned out okay. I mean, it's not only the male children that will like suffer. Also the females, I mean, they could be prostitutes, they could be drug mules. It goes on the list, right? But I mean, I don't think that it's a conversation that we can have, but I don't think that's what she's said about. She said because of she never told anybody that she was homeless and she couldn't afford lunches at school and whatever. That's what she was just saying.
For me, I think she's more angry at her mother for not being the mother that she would want the mother to be. And for her to say her mother was gambling, which is something, right? Like the mother could be doing something better with the little money they have, but for the mother to be gambling the little that they have shows bad parenting, which might have affected her a lot. And remember that gambling is a disease. So maybe she might have overdone it. And that's why she was affected by this whole thing.
True. Well. Yeah. So gangsterism it is. I'm joking.
My secret is I hope that my parents are proud of me because I always thought I was such a disappointment.
This is so common. You don't know how common this is until you hop online where people literally are in miserable jobs because they wanted to make their parents proud.
Careers.
Or like marriages and stuff.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And more so in a religion that she is, I will assume she's Muslim because of the things she has over her head.
Yeah.
It's so prevalent if you wouldn't believe it. It's insane.
Have you been in the Islam religion, X? Oh, nice.
Did I follow Muhammad at some point in my life? No, but I've never followed Muhammad before. Why? You followed Muhammad?
Never followed Jesus. But yeah, like I do get your point. It's very common for children to always wanting to prove to their parents that they could be or to try to get that approval from their parents that my son or my daughter, I'm really proud of you. And I remember when we were asked this question, I think it was on ISC, where we were asked, okay, do black fathers say to their kids or their sons, do they say that I love you?
And I just remember I see, bro. Like, was
Yeah.
she a lecture or something? She was hot. Oh my goodness, she was hot. I know that's off topic, but oh man, when you said that, I just remember how hot she was.
Like,
And then was it Buffy who
something.
showed us like, yo, bro, she hangs out with Minnie Jamini. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
keep going, bro. I'm sorry. I just had a flashback.
I knew you had to.
She was, oh goodness. Okay, never mind. What do you say again?
So
Do parents tell their kids
most
that
of
they
the
love them?
answers that So what we got from that class was that the white fathers do say to their sons that, my son, I love you, I'm proud of you. And now, my people, fathers, they only say that to their daughters. And to the sons, it's just, you're doing well or nothing. And you're doing well is the only best thing you can get from them, and nothing more. So it always brings that question, okay, are they proud of me? What's going on? Do they like me? Do they love me, or what? Yeah, what? So
but also that what do you call it, generation also has a play in this, because like now in this generation it's easy for, well, I'd say, I don't know how old your parents are, but nowadays parents do express themselves as to how they feel or attending to their children's emotional beings, understanding that in this era, like, you need to communicate with your children, like constantly remind them that you love them, constantly remind them that you are proud of them. Back then, at reference my grandmother's era, right, which is emotions are showed, but they are not expressed. Like, you just know that your grandmother loves you or our grandparents loves us, but they never say that they love us. You just know it based on how they treat us, right? Yeah, so they never really express themselves. You just have to assume things based on how you are being treated.
No, true.
Yeah, with also treatment, there's also that
tough love.
That tough love. So with tough love as well, it's different. It's difficult for the kid to know that they're being loved or they're being steered into the right direction, and it goes back to the generation topic that you were speaking on.
Yeah.
So Yeah, even now it's very rare to see fathers. Yes, the mothers do express their emotion and whether they are proud of their children or not, but it's the father's side.
Yeah.
And they only say, most fathers, they say this to their daughters, not to their sons.
True.
So it's still ongoing. There is a culture, there's a change, there is a small change in terms of the generational culture, but it's still slow.
I understand what you mean. Maybe with me, I'm speaking from a girl's perspective, and when as someone that could be experiencing it, or someone who knows other guys, because Limajita, most obviously, you guys speak that are experiencing this thing. So maybe
Yeah. Like imagine sitting with the guys and imagine and this guy like, yeah, guys, oh, my father told me that he loved me.
and you guys are going to laugh. You see, yeah, you guys are going to laugh about it. Like, what the fuck, dude? Stop being gay.
Yeah, we're not used to that. Yeah, more.
Yeah. Damn.
Some tough love, eggs. Some tough love, bro. Do you know? Have your parents told you that they love you? Your father.
Testing 1 2 1 2. X, are you still here?
Oh shit.
Nah, he's
Owens.
mastering. Mastering.
Shit. My bad. What's up? We all good?
Bro, we're talking and you're busy mastering the page. What's going on?
No, man. Yeah. Because I was like, never mind. Okay, cool. We're moving on. I wasn't doing it.
So you're busting the nuts, man.
Ooh. Okay. That's okay. What's up? We move, right? Oh, you guys.
Who were you
ask
looking
me
at?
something question. Okay, cool.
I really want my parents to be proud of me.
What's wrong with these people?
Isn't that the same confession?
That's a different person.
It's more of the same. It's a different person, but still along the same line.
What? Okay. Why are people not? Why are the parents not proud of their kids? That's the question, actually. Yeah.
Why are parents not proud of their kids?
Well, I mean, we
it's
just
not
had
that
that
they're not
proud.
It's just that they're not expressing it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That would be different. Expressing.
Also, what did the child do?
Exactly. What did they do?
I think we're looking at this from one side.
Maybe they're just trash kids, man. It makes sense.
It can be that for you to feel that my parent is not proud of me, or I think my parents are not proud of me, it's probably because there's something they should be proud of that you're disappointed that they don't see.
Not particularly, because you know how traditional parents can be and how modern we are. So for instance, if you go like, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber, and then parents be like, no, go be a doctor or a lawyer. That's not sustainable. It does not mean any of you guys are wrong. It's just like you guys are seeing the same problem in two different perspectives. And I have my own solution. You have your own solution. And as much as I'll go on with my life and then be like, okay, this is my life. I'm my own adult. I can go. I still love you and I still need your approval as a parent, but you can't approve what I'm doing because you think that I'm ruining my life. So it becomes that conflict of like, we love each other, but we just don't understand each other. And that's why there might be a lack of love. Or think we lack approval. or a kid, like whatever. You get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, move on. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
move on.
move.
All right. Well, my secret is my father was an alcoholic. We were pushed around from house to house, kicked to the curb by police officers, not having really a good home. I felt like my family wasn't always there for me and just wanted me there to do what they wanted, but not what I wanted. So my hardest thing was I had to leave home. Left at a very young age. But I'm happy that I found someone that stuck by me and still is. And I couldn't ask for anything else.
now, that, bruv, is ownership, is
Jolo.
responsibility. Is...
Jolo can save lives, yeah?
What do you mean it's Mjolo? Maybe it's a mentor, bruv. You don't know what it is.
Jolo can save lives.
Hey, Sneh.
It can only be Mjolo, bro.
Nah, it's
Didn't
mentorship.
you say that from Jolo, you must grow in Jolo X?
In that sense, but I don't think this is it here. I think this is mentorship to some extent. Because he said a young age and then somebody that's stuck by their side. So to me, that translates to somebody guiding them versus Mjolo. Because Mjolo will be like, I found somebody I loved and fell in love with, and then I was able to bring the best out of me. He looks like he's doing well for himself, so you know what I mean? He will have expressed it that way, or at least that's what I think. Snake could be right, I could be wrong, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Any of you can be right. Remember, you don't know this person, so it's just an assumption.
True, we all just assuming.
But yeah, from what he said, let me applaud him for taking the decision to
Yeah.
isolate himself from his family so that he could do better for himself, of which it's very difficult for most of us to isolate yourself from your family because you feel like they're pulling you down.
Imagine that, bruv. Like you might. Sorry, what she said?
Carol,
I can hear you now. Continue.
Oh, that's why. We here dissecting something tough. We in the middle of some. Guys, I don't hear you. Yeah, you guys.
it was more of Carol, but I'm proud of him because he took the biggest step that most of us wouldn't be willing to take. They've seen that their family is dragging him down and his progress in life, and then he isolated himself from his family, and then he is doing well for himself and living for himself, not for other people, of which now coming to the African community, it's difficult, bruh. Very difficult. You can't isolate
it's not
yourself.
personal thing, man. I don't think
You
goes
can
by race.
isolate yourself, but it depends on, are you given the opportunity to isolate yourself? Where to? Where are you going? In terms of school, maybe if you got a bursary, different thing. If you have a friend, but how long is that friend going to stick by your side? How do you know that they're not going to turn out the same way your family did on you? I mean, I'm sure the family at first, they were good to this guy, and then over time he started becoming their baggage. So
What you talking
obviously the treatment. What?
No, it's not like I'm sorry. It's not like the parents were abusing this guy. It's like
No, yeah.
they were moving from one house to other, police this, police that. So the whole environment was unstable for him, and then he's like, man, I'm gonna bounce out because this is not sustainable. Let me leave and create my own life. I don't think that he was abused per se by the parents, because that's what I think.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, I felt like my family wasn't always there for me. Oh, there it is, my bad.
Yeah, you see that
Cool.
at
Sorry.
a young age. How are you moving? Obviously, when you move, you have to have a plan or have an opportunity. Someone giving you an opportunity to move from your situation. Not many people have that. Because he said thanks to this person that I was able to do that. Right?
Yeah, and then Snare thought it was Mjolo, and he just brought up something like it could be a friend, and I thought it's a mentor, so it could be anything.
I still think it's Mjolo.
Nah, it's not Mjolo, man. Not in this situation. Okay.
Look at the way he's smiling.
No, he's relieved. He's relieved.
My only motivation of going to college is to prove my father wrong. He told me that I'll end up like my mother and end up as a stripper.
Wow.
Damn.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah. Bad parenting 101.
Bravo.
Yeah, when the hatred is transmitted to the children, it's something else.
Is it better to prove somebody wrong by doing good, or is it better to prove them wrong by doing wrong?
I mean, what is her doing wrong going to benefit her?
That's what I always ask when it's like somebody be like, no, you're not going to amount to nothing, and then they go on to not amount to nothing. And then, versus when they go, you're not going to amount to nothing, and then you go on to college, you start your own business, then you amount to something, then you're proving that person wrong. You know what I mean? Then it's better that way because it's beneficial to you versus you proving somebody.
Yeah.
And to me, it's always been. So for her to like go on to college just to prove her father wrong, I applaud her for that. It's everything.
It's benefiting to her.
Yeah.
But what the father said to her daughter is not cool and should not be accepted in any men's conference that will take place next year. So
I will not commemorate him.
Please invite that man and educate that man in the men's conference.
Hey.
Yeah?
I'm saying invite that man and educate him. It's about time men educate each other.
We don't want his toxic side. He should apologize to the daughter.
That's educating
and then maybe
the men. You don't cut people. Yeah, we understand about cutting out toxic.
Carol, there's one thing about guys. Guys are easily influenced to do wrong than more they are influenced to do right.
What? Isn't that everybody?
It's more of guys, bro.
Nah, bro. If we're sitting together and be like, yo, puff here, am I more likely to puff here versus if the girls are all together and then one say like, yo, what do girls say? Let's pill a fight. I don't know. What do girls do?
All the things that you could think of, pill a fight.
Yes, I don't know what they do, man. What do they do? I don't know, man. I just think it's everybody. Peer pressure can, dude, like you find even like people that got families, like if they're peer pressure to like put their families in danger, they'll go right ahead and do it just because to be accepted. You don't understand how powerful that is, bro. Because we always think of it in like, in a playground at school because you want to fit in. That also happens. You find people with cars they can afford it just because they want to fit in.
Yeah.
So it happens everywhere. I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, fitting in, that happens.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was about the men's conference and not inviting her father. But yeah, we move.
we move.
My secret is finally admitting that I have problems with mental health and really addressing it, especially in the Asian American community. It was kind of hard. Really addressing it, especially in the Asian American community. It was kind of hard coming to terms with that with my family, especially my parents. So yeah, that's my secret.
You don't know how hard it is for Asian Americans, bro. You know how difficult. I just watched a documentary the other day, bro, of like how their parents, you know, the whole thing of parents trying to live through you.
It happens everywhere.
Asian American families, it's insane, bro. A kid could get 70% and that kid could get a beating for not getting an A. A kid could be studying humanities, so I don't know, advanced English, whatever. Parents will shun her because she's not like a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, something they deem important. It's crazy, bro. I was watching that, I was just like, are you insane? Because their reasoning is like, look, when we first got to America, we had nothing. We're here now, you're supposed to take us further.
Entitlement.
Living through kids, yeah, exactly. It's insane. And for
even
her,
with Nigerian parents.
yeah, also that's also quite famous as well. Nigerian parents, Indians as well. It's insane. It is insane. But for her to like admit mental health, which is a weakness, obviously, or like how it's not a weakness. Let me correct that. But like a lot of people view it. Yeah. So for her to admit that and then actually say it to her parents, it's like being homosexual and coming out to your parents. It's at that level. It's insane. So yeah. Anything, Owen? So we move.
Darling.
Well.
Let's take the last one.
Did she just go do?
It's my secret.
I one time
sorry.
I came across a drowning falcon in a pond, and I tried to save it, but it ended up dying. And sometimes I feel really guilty about it because I think that it probably could have died peacefully, and I think that I prolonged its life unnecessarily.
Oh, guys, I have a story to tell.
Oh, go ahead.
So, when I was young, we once saved this bird. I remember nearly summertime. I don't know what day is it, but you know the day, summertime almost. So, those guys on the street, they hit the bird, string, what? Yeah, sling, whatever. Yeah. So the bird became paralyzed. So a friend of mine and we saved the bird, and then we hid the bird behind my house. We used to feed the bird and everything. Yeah. So the bird survived for like 4 days, and it died afterwards. Oh, guys, I cried.
Murder.
Exactly. She a murderer. This is not acceptable.
Criminal.
And that thing broke our friendship because we were arguing about who killed the bird.
Did it die of starvation, or was it just...
No, we were taking care of maybe we were not feeding the bird the right food or whatever, because
just feeded everything. Yeah, you kids, you don't know.
We were kids. Yeah, but we did feed the bird. We did give the bird water, whatever we thought the bird needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it died, and it ended our friendship because we're blaming each other for killing the bear.
Hey, tough, man.
Oh, guys.
But that's a cool story, though. It's insane. I don't want to say cute because it will sound well, whatever. But yeah, it sounds cool.
Wow.
It's a dope story. Know what you say?
If it was gonna die, then it was gonna die.
Exactly. But now it's worse
Could have
because
died
whoever
sooner.
hit it couldn't, enjoy their rewards because, someone took a
Oh,
good shot.
fuck you.
You took someone's food, Carol, and
Exactly.
then you murdered him.
Exactly. Someone is there dying of starvation and the bird still died. It's horrible what you just did.
One end could have prevented the other,
Exactly.
and then you separated the two events.
And both went on the worst scenario or something. Yeah. That's insane.
But yeah, but in situations whereby there's like a pet, no? Or an animal at home whereby like you're feeding it, you become attached to it, and then when it dies, you more of mourn the loss or feel the loss. It usually doesn't matter with the number of days. Like with this girl on the video, she said that she was trying to save it. Maybe from the falcon's perspective, it was more afraid of her
True, yeah.
than actually, yeah.
It's like I rather
So it could have
die.
been running away.
Yeah, the falcon would like, I rather
Yeah.
die. Than be captured by this person, I rather die. And it did die. So yeah, stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a difficult situation, but it's not that concrete to put it as a burden to yourself.
Yeah, but there are people who
But it
like,
does.
they're just emotionally attached to things. Like she said, I mean, it's not like she knew Falcon for like years before that event. She just met
Yeah.
Falcon and that's it. I would have forgot that the minute after that. Maybe I'm just a horrible person.
Yeah, horrible person.
For me, it's like I don't even know the Falcon. Like, who cares, bro? I move on. But for her,
I don't even know your mother.
Exactly. Get yourself out of the pond. Why would I? God damn it! How did you get? Who cares? Move on. But it's different. We're different as people. Emotions, man, no good at all.
Hey guys,
This is the first.
this is last one. Ne? I need to sleep. I'm super tired, yo. So this is
Dude,
the
like,
last
we can't
clip.
do a half. You said 12 minutes. I remember you said 12 minutes.
Yeah, Brad. Like I can't keep up, eh?
Okay, but like we can't just
Yo.
do it half, and it's not gonna look good.
How far are we?
We're like an hour in.
Oh, yo, no, bro. Yeah.
Hour 8 minutes, but it's only been 3:22 on the clock. It's
No
you,
way,
bruv.
bro,
You
yeah.
were you were preaching comrade stuff, bruv. So it's you.
Let's talk.
It's your fault.
We're watching.
Yeah. But then it's not gonna be because we normally just watch it and then talk about it at length and then move on. Then if we're now just gonna watch it, why couldn't someone just watch the original video?
True.
Makes no
The
sense.
memory fades.
And the
It
meeting
will
is
fade
for
from the-
I reserved 4 hours, but I've go check the invite. I reserved 4 hours. I understood the assignment. Anyway, so we move.
This year can officially say that I truly love myself and don't hate anything about myself and am confident in my own body.
Isn't that the contrast to that first girl that we met on this
The
video?
girl that didn't.
Was afraid of unleashing herself.
I don't think it is. It's totally different thing because this girl seems like she has accepted her imperfections and she's being verbal about it. She's proud. Like she fully accepted her imperfections.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
And
There are
confident.
some parts which are the same
What?
with the first video.
Why
Like she says that this is the first year I can officially say that I truly love myself and don't hate anything about myself. Whereas with the first girl, she said that
she was afraid of.
she's afraid of showing her true self. So if you like love yourself, okay, not really saying that shit. Okay, it's more of underestimating yourself. So if you underestimate yourself, like you don't love yourself, and there are some elements of yourself that you don't like, then you won't show who you really are. You won't show other people who you really are because you're scared of how they will look at you and how they will see you, and the lack of confidence of showing your true self.
It's true.
So yes and no, in between the fence.
Hey, you, bro.
Hey.
Now he's
So
in between the
halfway.
fence. It's not on the
He's
fence.
halfway.
Yeah, there's a difference.
So
Yeah,
sorry.
progress. Progress, comrade. Progress.
In my own body.
And she's so damn pretty, guys. Do you see that? She's so
I
pretty.
don't see that. I don't know what you're talking about.
This girl is pretty. Thank you.
No.
How can I get the number?
No, the thing is, you can't do that because then you're sexualizing her and you're not seeing her as a human being. You're seeing her as a sex object. We can't say anything, right?
Where did we get to the sex object?
Cancel
I'm
culture.
just admiring her.
Yeah, but like you can say it. It's cool. But
She
me
is-
and Snape, we can't say nothing.
What?
Hey,
Why
bro, I
not?
can say it. She's good.
There he goes. We done, bro. As a part, the first episode done. We done, but we get cancelled right away. Can't sexualize people. You can't do it.
How are we sexualizing this person?
We're not
talking about her body
sexualizing
or
her,
anything.
like
We're
eggs.
just saying she is
She's
pretty.
cute. She's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a
No.
compliment.
No, bro.
I
You're making her
want-
very
I mean-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I want to slide in her DMs.
Oh, see? That is what I'm talking about. That is that. What do you call it? Rape culture. That
Escalated
is
very
what-
quickly.
Exactly. No good. No good, bro.
I
Okay?
mean, girls want to be admired, guys. Don't be shy.
Not all of them, bro.
All of it.
No.
I have a secret tattoo that says family, but my family doesn't know about it.
What a letdown.
A friend of mine, another story.
Uh-huh.
Her mother is against tattoos and stuff. And then her first tattoo, she wrote the date of birth of her grandmother and the date of death. And then when the mother saw it, right, and then she saw what was written, of course, she was angry, but on a calmer level, since the tattoo had a deep meaning. You see that?
She was what, like accepting of the tattoo all of a sudden?
She's against tattoos, but since the tattoo is of her grandmother, like showing love to her mother, then she was a bit calmer about it.
Yeah. So you feel like if the family found out, like, oh yeah, we're family, yeah, sure, cool, the tattoo is great.
Yeah, yo, family, guys.
Okay, I guess. I don't know, man. Hey, yo, bruv, Sneh, how do you feel about tattoos now? Will you ever get one or?
Bruh, tattoos are good. They're beautiful.
He's lying.
But not to me.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the tone of the voice alone. I was like, nah, he's lying. He's being sarcastic. It is not him.
He's not sarcastic.
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
Beautiful.
I'm not
They
being
are beautiful
sarcastic.
until you get old and wrinkled and yeah.
You said you're gonna get old. You get hit by a bus tomorrow. Who cares?
Maybe I might get one. I don't know, but they're expensive to remove.
Why will you get a tattoo just to remove it?
I mean, imagine getting a tattoo of your ex and you still stay with
a tattoo.
Yeah, one person at a time always. She.
Okay, Carol, go for it.
No, I'm done.
I was just saying, imagine a 72-year-old version of Kolani getting it, having a
Dude, who said I'm gonna live that long? I could freaking get hit by a bus tomorrow. But who knows?
Rest in peace.
Good for you.
Good for me.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. Yeah, you guys are horrible friends actually. Gonna move on. What language is that?
But my family doesn't know about it.